I have no idea what that says. The fuck did I write? What is that? What the fuck does that say? Easy? What? Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another Song Suggestion Friday. Alright. You see it? You see it? Got a freaking whiskey rock. You assholes happy now? This is the show where you put your suggestions in the comment section of songs that you would like me to give my feedback on. You put your comments down there, I take a list of them, I throw them into a poll on Patreon. If you would like to take part in that poll, go ahead to the link in the description to Patreon, pledge $5 or more a month, and you can have access. Patrons vote on them, I take the top results, I listen to them, I give them my feedback, and I grade them on a plus, equal sign, or minus sign. Plus sign is I would actively seek that song out again. Minus sign means I would actively avoid that song like the plague. Let's begin! Thoughts of a Dying Atheist by Muse. In the intro, I absolutely love the mix of the guitar and the bass. They both sit on the drums very nicely, and there's a little bit of a crispness to the guitar, but they're both pretty warm and a little bit fuzzy, and that just really gives a nice whole roundedness to the sound. Every part is clear but blends well together. The upbeat fast drum chorus was very unexpected, but actually a really nice touch. I expected a really big, on the downbeat head bangable groove, but instead got something that was kind of quicker, kind of like skipping and still adrenaline filled. Well done, well done. This song actually kind of feels similar to pop punk at this tempo. These vocals were very restrained. I've seen Matt Bellamy go a lot higher and a lot stronger, but I'm not sure if it's because of the key that this was in or if that was an actual artistic choice. They're not bad, I just typically expect a little bit more out of the vocals from Muse. The bridge and guitar solo are cool. There's nothing really flashy or crazy there. They just kind of need to break up the monotony a little bit. This song is fun, simple, effective, interesting, short. It's kind of like a nice quick romp. And the yeah, yeah, yeah part, which was like really, it wasn't just him saying yeah, 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 it was kind of like yeah, or some weird fucking noise that he made doing it. It actually gave it the character that it needed to not just be a stock rock song. Total grade for this song, equal sign, but leaning towards plus sign. Tusk by Fleetwood Mac. About a third of this song was just drums, inaudible shit, vocals, and guitar. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck was happening. Finally, the bass comes in and tries and like grounds us a little bit. And again, I'm not a lyrics guy, so if you're trying to look for me to give my opinion on some interpretation of the lyrics, not gonna happen here. Well, at least that's not my first thing that I would lean towards, especially if I can't understand them. As the song goes on, it starts adding horn section, which gives it like a marching band feel. And it starts adding several different random sounds and effects to help build the mood further. But in all honesty, I really didn't get this song at all. The composition is cool, the arrangement is really fucking weird. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I can see that there is real creative integrity and real thought put into this, but what the fuck? Total grade for this song, minus sign. Not because I hate it, just because like, what the fuck? I Want Out by Helloween. For an album that was done in '91, it definitely sounds like the 80s. And Power Rangers much, holy shit. The verse vocals are kind of meh, but the pre-chorus and chorus vocals remind me a lot of Bruce Dickinson. Sorry for mispronouncing it before. Dickinson. Honestly, the song just kind of has a stock arena metal composition and arrangement. The production isn't terrible, you really can't hear the bass too well, and the drums really aren't mixed well at all, except for the room that they were given. The room actually sounds very nice. This song reminds me of the recording capture quality of Power Metal album by Pantera. Very much so. The solo definitely is the best part for me. It shreds it really, really good and nice and tasty, and then goes off into some cool harmony parts. There's a couple of synth parts that accent different parts and also syncopate different parts throughout the song. It was a nice touch. The ending vocals that held those long notes, both the very end and the part right before it, were fucking obnoxious. They were impressive, but annoying as hell. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve. The fuck is a Verve? The strings are by far the best part about this song. That and the whale slash bird sounding things they have going on in the background. The beat is by far the clencher for this track. The vocals are weak and the chorus is pretty freaking lackluster, I'll be honest with you. And keeping in mind, I actually love this song. I grew up with this song in this era. I was very young at the time. I will say though, I never noticed the sitar in the background before. That was pretty cool. The one credit I will give the vocals is the ending vocals with this big build up after you've been vibing in this pretty strange place, but oddly comfortable. They start increasing the passion and the emotion. The song is very vibey and moody. They're trying to get you into a trance, and they accomplish that very well. To this day, I have no idea what this song is about. I've always heard it, I've always heard it as background music, and I've never really sat down and tried to pay attention to the lyrics. I did finally after writing this note, and then I was like, I still really don't give a shit. Final positive, the production is great on this. The detail that you don't notice unless you're sitting down and really paying attention is the actual ear candy of this song. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Won't Go Home Without You by Maroon 5. My favorite part of this song was the synth in the second verse. That gives you an idea of how I felt about it. The pre-chorus line and the melody was catchy, I'll say that too. But the chorus does not punch, it does not grab me, instrumentally or vocally. The instrumentals are just whimpering, just like the bitchy lyrics. Honestly, the whole song was kind of humdrum. It's kind of just felt like a filler. This is background music for the bar. The bass carries the song because it's the only thing that'll cut through all the noise of everybody talking in the bar. The rest really just feels like required dressing to make a song. If this didn't have the name Maroon 5 attached to it, I doubt it would even make it on this shitty show. The song is even boring by 1950 standards. There's nothing offensive about this song other than possibly the laziness. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Crawling Through Knives by In Flames. The intro is killer. Though I swear I have heard that somewhere before. Not in that song, like another song. The guitar tone is cool, though I think I would recommend a little bit more low end for this style of metal. The drums are fitting and they're interesting enough, but at this point I would say they're probably more stock metal drums, stock modern metal drums. But the drum mix is good. The vocals are good. The screamy thing that he does is a little weird but appropriate, and the same thing with his singing vocals. His singing vocals really aren't even that impressive, but they're still appropriate. It really, I don't know if it's a mixing thing or if it's really a tonal thing with his voice, but they match the music well. The guitar parts are very fun. The guitar parts and the vocal melody in the chorus are really the redeeming things about this song. That's what kept me interested the whole time. The production was good, though I would say I think the mixing could improve a little bit. The bridge and the solo were a great change up. There was nothing flashy, nothing over the top. They just said more. They again, breaking up the monotony. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Sons of Winter Stars by Wintersun. Nice harp and weird Japanese instrument that I forget the name of, sorry. Then going into power metal as fuck. I am legitimately laughing my ass off at how over the top this is, in a good way. Like, it's just like, it brings so much joy to me. It goes from that crazy power metal thing to going to like modern metal as fuck with this really cool call and response thing with cool growls in the chorus. The master, I'm gonna guess this is the master, sounded a little thin, but the mix itself sounded very balanced. The arrangement is kick-ass, the guitar parts are very interesting. It would have been easy to go the big chord route, but instead they chose the melody-driven route for the guitar parts. Well done. And the groove around 3 minutes in was a nice change. It went from being big, emphatic, into being more of a groovy metal type thing. Really dug that. This is definitely not my style of metal, but it was very cool. You can hear the thought and care put into it. The total effect of everything going on is actually quite interesting. The playing of every part is extremely tight. And the keys player just kind of goes from here to there between doing some pads and crazy arpeggios in weird places. Like, definitely the ear candy of the song. I know I've used ear candy a lot, sorry. The way it's mixed in, the way that it's leveled down just a little bit makes it more of a background additive than being an upfront in your face, more like a Jordan Rudess would be. It's not distracting. Without taking too much more time into this song, this is an epic power metal, folk metal, Viking metal, I don't know. I've really lost track of what's what at this point. It's an awesome metal journey that I would recommend. Definitely respect for this song. Total grade for this song, $. A Rose for Epona by, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce this, it'll be down there. Again with the harp, but instead of a weird Japanese thing, it has bagpipes. Then a big old fat riff from the early 2000s. In the verse, the female vocals are awesome. Very cool and groovy verse in general. And then the vocals in the chorus are a little weird by doing these like trying to hop up, it seems like above her vocal range type of deals. For a song released in 2012, it sounds a little dated, to be honest. Kind of like Evanescence Jr. And I would say that the vocal melody in the chorus is actually good, I just think that the execution wasn't quite there. The bridge is pretty kick-ass. Between the guitar showing a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more flutter and play, and then the flute and the bagpipes having a bit of a feature, you know, it's pretty cool. Still trying to figure out the title though, I don't get that. Really though, like even the guitar tone and the rhythm of the song really remind me a lot of Evanescence. It's a very interesting take, but in the end I also feel like it was missing something. Total grade for this song, $. Jugulator by Judas Priest. A rhythmically and tonally interesting intro. Very downbeat heavy with other accents kind of pulling you one way or the other, a little bit off of that big downbeat. The chorus riff is brutal and kind of skipping a beat at the end of the chorus is kind of cool too. The vocals of Judas Priest very rarely have ever done it for me, and this song is no exception. It's really tough to call in the production only because it wasn't on my my Google Play subscription. I had to go to YouTube and it was a bootleg. The riff at 302 is awesome, and the speed of the guitar strumming is quite impressive, to be honest with you. And I will say the guitar soloing in this particular track is actually very impressive, but just not effective for me. It's just too much. And the tone for both guitar solos is too much as well. One has way too many effects on it, the other one has way too much distortion. And then the rest of the song kind of follows the same pattern, to be honest with you. It has some cool riffs, and the drums are essentially a sprint, but there's really not much else. Though I will say the end, where it all just kind of falls out and collapses, kind of cool. I'm sure they were going for an effect, but I'm just not sure what it is. Total grade for this song, $. All Too Well by Taylor Swift. The intro guitars sound great, definitely a country vibe in this song. The rhythm of the vocals is a blend of country and pop, actually artfully done, I would say. There was a good mixing of the rhythm in the vocals throughout the song, like mixing it up, but at the same time keeping the essential notes for the melody. The instruments in this song are extremely boring. Given how these drums are mixed, you can absolutely tell that that kick is supplemented with a sample. The delay on the vocals is actually cool though, we'll say that. If you're expecting me to listen to the lyrics, again, you're wrong. We finally get some dynamics at 2:25, took long enough. Oh, and a spoiler alert, Taylor Swift, this was not a masterpiece. And why tear up what's already broken? Just kidding, it's not broken, it's just extremely bland. Literally, 1, 5, 6, 4, the entire song. Fucking Axis of Awesome would have a field day. Nothing but bland shit at the first half, and then the entire second half is all dynamics. It's not a terrible song, it's just overly lyrically driven. They relied way too much on the lyrics, and like, I know that's a country thing to do, but I mean, it's music. If you're going to make a song, I would expect that the music would be the most important part. Call me fucking crazy. The production is very good. I'm sure the lyrics have a very punchy meaning, but at the end of the day, if it's not about the music, then who the fuck cares? Total grade for this song is a Look What You Made Me Do. My suggestion for you this week is Erotic Nightmares by Steve Vai. This is off of his most popular album, but I would say is probably his most overlooked of his greatest hits, if you will. This song is amazing. Plain and simple, it's fucking amazing. Go listen to it. It's instrumental, so if you're expecting lyrics, go listen to Taylor Swift and fuck right off. That is it for Song Suggestion Friday. Please leave your suggestions in the comments below, and by suggestions, I mean one suggestion per person. I'm talking to more than one of you. I know it's kind of crazy, right? If you would like to take part in the Patreon poll, go to the link in my description, pledge $5 or more a month, and you can take part in that poll. Or if you don't want to do a rolling pledge but still want to help out the channel, you can go to another link in the description, go to my merch store and get some cool shit, some swag shirts, I think I have coffee mugs on there, maybe a bandana for your dog. And you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!